au quotidien. C'est sur Taoui.
I know you've deceived me, now here's a surprise. I can see for miles and miles.
Look, the truth is the truth. You can call it what you want. All I'm looking for is more proof.
Anybody living on a ball, give them a lesson. Tell them Earth is flat, and then simply answer their questions.
Like, you know, it's like I hate soccer. I just don't watch soccer. You know, football, as they say in Europe. I don't watch it. I also don't watch like lacrosse. You know, I don't watch bobsledding. I don't watch
the center of the universe. 500 years ago, science told us we live on a globe. A spinning ball shot into infinite space.
That stuff is flat.
Wait.
I want you to look. These numbers kind of differ. They range from the low 30s.
Relax. This is Earth Radio. And now here's human music.
Go ahead and turn the radio on, and I'll let you listen to our transmissions as we go over the U.S.
Human music.
November Alpha 1 CRC.
I like it.
And will they get dressed up in sweaters?
Was flat.
I really hate
get back
wearing
to you on that one.
sweaters.
I'm not familiar with that study.
Myself included, flat earthers.
The world was flat.
Earth, 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 yep, 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 Earth, Earth, yep, 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 yep. Yep, 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 yippee, yippee, Earth, 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 yippee, 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 Earth, 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 yippee, yippee. Earth.
The world was flat. I think the world was flat.
Senator, I'd have to get back to you on that one. I'm not familiar with that study.
Decision. Instead, you've chosen to travel the country calling people like Jonathan Isaac and others, myself included, flat earthers. And yet you travel the country calling people flat earthers and quit lying to people about the Israel study actually showing it better.
Whether it's from Israel, from the U.S., or wherever else, they have used the facts that have been provided through the rigorous research that's been done. 660,000 Americans and more.
The science is against you on this. The science is clear.
The world was flat.
We find that very insulting.
The world was flat. I think the world was flat.
Senator, I'd have to get back to you on that one. I'm not familiar with that study.
Myself included, flat earthers.
The world was flat. The world was flat. I think the world was flat.
Senator, I'd have to get back to you on that one. I'm not.
Working on his G blues scale, and he's connecting the patterns up and down the neck, and he's learned his roots and the patterns and everything. And I'm going to make a track for him to play along with. He can just kind of work on his timing. I got my Zoom rhythm track RT123 set at C15. We're at 98 beats a minute. I'm just going to play along, or I'm in open G tuning. So I'm going to make a little jam track, and anybody that wants to play along, it's in key of G. And if you want to work on your G blues scale or G minor pentatonic or any phrasing, which if you need help with that, let me know. I'll make a video about some simple phrasing that I think is reasonable. Alright, here goes, and just play along. Stuff up. There's the beat. So I'm in open G tuning. right, that was up.
Pretty good, boss. Just pressing random buttons and looking like I'm doing... Hey, Dimitri, can you print us out some photos, mate? Not a worry, mate. I'll just fire up the dot matrix printer right now. And here's our closing shot with the blob of Play-Doh in the background. Gee whiz.
Right now, and again in the second half of our show, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to make a track for him to play along with. He can just kind of work on his timing. I got my Zoom rhythm track RT123 set at 15. We're at 98 beats a minute. I'm just going to play along, or I'm in open G tuning. So I'm going to make a little jam track, and anybody that wants to play along, it's in key of G, and if you want to work on your G blues scale or G minor pentatonic or any phrasing, which if you need help with that, let me know. I'll make a video about some simple phrasing that I think is reasonable. Alright,
now.
To perform at Ed Sullivan's annual Woodstock Festival.
Americans were shocked. I mean, at this time, the overwhelming style of music was opera. No one had ever heard of any piece of music that was less than 3 hours long.
to have to know stuff.
I think it's much more interesting to live not knowing than to have answers which might be wrong. I have approximate answers and possible beliefs and different degrees of certainty about different things, but I'm not absolutely sure of anything, and then many things I don't know anything about.
Of virtually every small child for learning. They start out eager, intellectually wide-eyed, asking extremely clever questions about the world, and then something happens, by and large, to discourage them, and I think it's a tremendous waste of natural resources. For example, a kid asks, Mommy, why is the grass green? And very often you get an answer like, oh, don't ask dumb questions, or who knows, when in fact it's an extremely profound question. And how much better
why
would
is
it
the
be?
sky blue or anything like that?
In both those cases, it goes to the fundamentals, in one case of biology, in the other of a kind of physics. How much better it would be to say to the child, that's a good question, Johnny. I don't know the answer. Maybe we can look it up. Or nobody knows. Maybe when you grow up, you'll be the person to find out. I think kids who are discouraged from asking those questions wind up learning the lesson that there's something bad about using the mind, and we lose resources. And we need those intellectual resources because we are in very perilous times. And I think the complex and subtle problems that we face can only have complex and subtle solutions. And we need people able to think complex and subtle thoughts. And I believe a great many children have that capability if only they're encouraged.
Visiting 19 countries during 3 years at sea.
Really flat.
The crew used the stars, wind and ocean swells to guide them. They wanted to use the same techniques as the first Polynesian settlers did to Hawaii hundreds of years ago. There it is going into New York, there it is in Sydney. Proof, if you needed it, that it has been around the world.
I just love that. Proof, if you needed it, that it has been around the world.
This is a challenge. Introducing the Flat Earth Challenge. You may not know it, but someone close to you is one of the millions of people that now believes the Earth is flat. It's hard for them to admit it because of social shame, but they know it's true and logical because they've looked into it extensively.
Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning, and officially it's an oblate spheroid. It's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator. It's like pear-shaped.
It's like pear-shaped. It's like pear-shaped.
A number of expeditions will follow, I think, year after year, bottom of the world, because the government has really become interested.
Because we control the mind.
There will be a number of expeditions that will follow.
Because we control the mind.
But may I ask you, is there a great difference between the top of the world and the bird? The North Pole used to be a no-man's land, but these are the days when, by buying a ticket on a commercial airliner, you can fly across the North Pole and drink a cocktail at the same on this Earth that might appeal to adventurous young Americans?
Yes, there is. And not up around the North Pole, because it's getting crowded up there now, because they find out it's really usable, not only to live in, but militarily.
As it relates to, you're correct,
Reality is inside the skull, Winston. We control the laws of nature. The stars are not light years, but a few kilometers away. If we wished, we could blot them out.
They will be.
It was very judicious yesterday. Very judicious.
I think they should attack the lower classes, first with bombs and rockets, destroying their homes, and then when they run helpless into the streets, mowing them down with machine guns. I know these views are unpopular, but I have never courted popularity.
Flat Earth.
In 7.2.1, the paratemporal exclusion clause, aka reviewer dibs, I had to shelve my plans for a year and change. The thing that really spurred me on originally was a specific Flat Earth video I came across one evening in 2017.
To start, press any key. Where's the any key?
A second. How do we even know what is really real? Maybe my video was fake. Maybe I'm fake. What if we live in... Oh, they're on to me. I have to run. It's okay. I'll be alright.
World was flat. The world was flat.
Usable seats and asses. Ski resorts have been sued over refunds. Strip clubs have sued for federal benefits. A church has been sued for holding services. Cruise lawyers have been sued for allegedly firing workers who complain about safety measures. So here's a suggestion. When the lockdown lifts, everyone goes back to work except the lawyers. So we don't...
People on the to go to actually pay for lawsuits like this, not to keep people on the payroll, which was the original intent.
Integrity, that...
And if you're older, don't go...
That's all I'm trying to say.
Some of these folks were around when Columbus set sail.
They must have been founding members of the Flat Earth Society. They would not.
Brick of space and time, just as prescribed by Einstein's general theory of relativity. By pumping energy.
You said the Earth is flat?
Future human slave! Yes. Which yes? Good.
Why, what do you mean, sir?
Freemasons run the country!
Target.
Ew.
Target.
Minds in the world believe that the Earth was flat.
Target.
And the rise of sea level, all that extra water is just going to spill over the sides of the flat Earth.
The rain in Spain is mainly in the plain.
Target.
When did you hear me
Have you
say?
ever met Jeff Sessions?
When did you
Have you
hear?
spent
Yes,
10
I
minutes?
have.
Yes, they do. These are the facts, actually, in the case that they presented. These are the facts.
Target.
If you've retired, you don't have anything to worry about.
Oh. Again, all of this probably strikes you as wild-eyed craziness, flat Earth stuff.
On this majestic, flat Earth of ours.
Yes, Congressman.
And flat.
So it's really hard to believe that this is real.
On this majestic, flat Earth of ours. Well, if it ain't my bestest friend's flat Earth.
I want them to be self-sufficient. They need to get out into space.
That stuff is flat.
Kicks and deals. It's a long fly ball going back, and the ball.
And what?
As far as the eye can see, the Earth is flat.
You don't see the curvature of the Earth. You just don't.
The Earth is flat.
Oh. Again, all of this probably strikes you as wild-eyed craziness, flat.
Folks, I hate to break it to you, but the Earth is flat. More to follow.
See you in the next one.
Welcome to Live from Plato's Cave. I'm Mario Veen. This is episode 13, Flat Earth and Science Communication with I Can Science That. Thank you if you're supporting this podcast by liking and subscribing, leaving a review, sharing it with your friends and enemies, or supporting it financially through Patreon. Imagine you have climbed from Plato's cave to the surface of the Earth. And then you return to tell your former colleagues. You tell them, wow, I have some news. You're all in Plato's cave. The things you see and believe are based on an illusion. But I've gone outside and I found something much more truthful. I mean, did you know we're living on a giant globe that is floating through the galaxy? And then they answer, do you know how ridiculous you sound? I mean, I trust my own eyes, my own judgment. Do you honestly believe we're on a giant ball floating through space?
Alright, let's try this out. Here's something I wrote, telling a story. And for all of you.
Then why does the sea look so flat? Have you ever seen water stick to a ball? And how does our atmosphere not get sucked into the vacuum of space? I'm not in Plato's cave, you're in Plato's cave. In this episode, we're going to talk about science denial and science communication. Science is an exploration of the unknown. But there are so many things we do not know that we should count ourselves lucky that there are some things that actually are pretty well established. We pretty much know the shape of the Earth.
It's flat, it's a fact, it's a chill thing if you disagree. It's flat, it's a fact, it's a chill thing if you disagree. It's flat, the Earth is flat, the Earth is flat, the Earth is flat, the Earth is flat.
Video, so let's
to do something.
What kind of borderline videos are we talking about here?
Right, so Google in their blog post this morning, they gave us 3 examples. There was one, they said videos that promised cures for fake cures for serious illnesses. The other was flat Earth, which is a conspiracy theory that has taken on remarkably kind of reached pop culture level, where you have like NBA stars and rap stars dropping the fact that they believe in the flat Earth.
This is a fascinating one. This is a fascinating one. I mean, there are innumerable videos on YouTube about claiming that the Earth is flat.
So now they've invented this new category called borderline videos that are not removed. They don't violate the policies, but they promise they're going to try to remove them from recommendations.
To do something.
They promise they're going to try to remove them from recommendations.
Do you ever think in the United States that false information will be something where you strike it from the platform?
If we are just suddenly saying, like, we believe this to be true, I mean, look, like, is the Earth flat? Like, I think most people think it's flat. Like, I think most people think it's flat. I mean, think it's round, but there are people out there who think it's flat.
These online corners of the internet that start these conspiracy theories, and then it sort of seeps into the mainstream dialogue.
And I'm showing it here. When there are videos that are focused around something that's a conspiracy, next to the video, information from Wikipedia.
In terms of conspiracy theory content generally, our goal is to promote authoritative content to our users. So we have 2 principles that guide the way here. That's the first one, is we want to provide users with authoritative, trustworthy information.
I'm sorry to cut you up. I only have a minute and a half, and I don't really need to hear what you're trying to provide. I want to know how you're dealing with all these conspiracy theorists on your platform.
So the first way is by demoting low-quality content and promoting more authoritative content, and the second is by providing more transparency for users. So we're introducing boxes that provide factual information at the top of results that have shown themselves to turn up a lot of information that is counterfactual, such as searching for the Earth is flat on YouTube, where you see a lot of
Your response is to put a box saying, nope, the Earth is not flat.
Correct.
Okay.
Such as searching for the Earth is flat on YouTube, where you see a lot of
Your response is to put a box saying flat.
Correct.
Okay.
A BOB has started a GoFundMe campaign to prove once and for first that the Earth is flat. Flat Earthers, of course, are exposed to the same scientific data as the rest of us. But if you're a skeptic about what most people accept to be true, you can't use science to disprove someone when they don't really believe in science to begin with. Psychologists have some ideas about what makes humans so prone to the sort of thinking errors that lead to these sorts of unsubstantiated beliefs.
I haven't found any evidence that it's a globe.
Conspiracy theorist. In fact, as you expose flat earthers to evidence that directly undermines their position, they actually become less likely to change their mind.
Look fake it looks like something you'd see in a movie.
That's because when they do it in a movie, they try to make it look like this, which is what looks real.
What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order.
The solar system is a shooting gallery, basically.
guarantee. Cajun Spice Ruffles brand potato chips.
Earth is flat, flat.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake, honestly. Like, we'd have way better CGI. Yeah. It's, I mean, I've tremendous confidence of, so...
Say what now? Earth is flat, flat, flat.
You know, what?
Say what now?
Will not get it anywhere else.
CBS presents this program in color.
I can't believe this, but he's the head of the Flat Earth Society. He says the Earth is definitely flat. You can't truly be serious and believe that this Earth is flat. Are you disputing our astronauts who have seen our beautiful round globe from outer space?
Carnage.
Carnage?
Not a word. No one's been to the moon.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you say nobody has been to the moon?
No one has been to the moon.
We're reopening NASA. We're going to be going to space.
In geography news, the world is still flat. That's right. Let me explain. Turns out that there's this huge conspiracy. Have you ever heard of the CIA? Yeah. Well, they've heard of you, and they fed you the lie that the Earth is a globe. I almost said the globe is a globe. That would have been ridiculous. Now you think, okay, but what about the ice? It's a wall all around. Give it some thought. If it doesn't make any sense, you're probably insufficiently intelligent, as it takes a real big brain to understand, not believe, understand that the Earth is in fact flat. And I won't see you on the other side of it because it only has one side. Stuff, please upvote and do it all YouTube stuff.
We have people in this, the most advanced country the world has ever seen, the wealthiest country the world has ever seen, and we have whole communities among us who are sure Earth is flat. That's a no-no. Earth is flat. That's a no-no. Earth is flat. No-no.
If I say that the world is flat and someone else says it's flat, that's worth reporting. That's worth reporting. That's worth reporting.
I don't like watching fake news.
None of us watch news anymore.
But
That's what they learned. That's the lesson. They'll do it again. What's true?
The government doesn't want you to know this. The government doesn't want you to know. Catch the flesh-eating virus. But if there were a virus out there, wiggle woggle.
All realities made up by the elite. They live, we sleep. The alarms going off, beep beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All realities made up by the elite.
About it. New World Order right now. Yeah? Right now. So anybody that says, oh, these crazy, anybody that says, check yourself.
They live, we sleep. The alarms going off, beep beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. All realities made up by the elite.
It's clearly been
been shown your problems aren't resolvable. Your theory has been blown into tiny little particles. The pharmacological drugs they got the masses on precludes them from putting their rowdy Roddy Piper glasses on. And even when they do, they're unable to gaze too straight, cause for most of them it's way too late for them to see past their conditioning. They will not be listening to anything outside their paradigm imprisonment. They are ensconced in a nonsensical certitude, brainwashed by devils to revel in their servitude. It's idiocracy, pure hypocrisy. Waking these dummies up, it used to mean a lot to me, but nowadays I wanna tip the canoes and as
dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This world is not what you think it is.
I refuse to believe
this world is not what
that there are people who legitimately think that the earth is flat. I don't get it. If you exist here on TikTok, comment this. I'll give you the fact that, okay, I've never been in space to see Earth myself. So maybe there's 0.001% chance in my mind that I've been lied to. Earth is round. It's round. Like, where are your flat Earth photos? Send me the photos of the flat. Send me the flats. Send me them.
Is flat. Obviously, so they can bully the mathematicians and give us astronomers.
In other breaking news, the world is flat, 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 not round, flat, 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 flat.
Remember? Huh? What?
You remember the stonecutters, Grandpa?
Oh, sure. Let's see. I'm an elk, a mason, a mason, a mason.
Know myself better than you. I know you're wrong. Now I know the truth. The finest day that I ever had was when I learned my mind was hot.
Hey.
It's funded by a certain group of people.
It's raining tacos from out of the sky.
Listen very carefully. The earth is flat.
Didn't you get the email?
What's an email?
It's a computer thing, like an electric letter. Or a quiet phone call.
I don't have a computer. Too bad. That's why you're at work while we're living it up on our day off. Hey, Carl, turn up the car radio. Why not? Anything goes today.
Dr. deGrasse Tyson, I asked Dr. Steven Weinberg once.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Once you go flat, there's no going back. The plan of attack is stick to the facts. I'm both in the fall when we give up the ball and prove that the earth isn't moving at all. So it's time to commit, put an end to the shit, draw lines in the sand, take signs to prepare up the minds that begin, show lines in the...
That's why I know we haven't been to the moon.
Here we go. I can feel it in the air tonight. I can feel it in my skin. I can feel it radiating my insides. Somehow the truth is gonna win. Yeah.
If you ever see real life,
Trent
I don't
Norton.
feel dumb because I am more powerful than they are. And they
Eat, sleep, debunk the globe, repeat. Eat, sleep, debunk the globe, repeat.
Once you go flat, you don't go back. Got a bunch of globes back at home up in the trash. I'm not even really tripping if I get laughed at, cause everybody here is about to get flat smacked. Earth is flat, Jack, flatter than a flapjack. We about to flat smack, globers get your backpack. I'm with my flat pack, globes in the trash sack. Azimuthal equidistant map up on my snapback. Flat smacking everybody at Joe's Crab Shack. Looking at us like what we're saying is so abstract. Lesson 1, no curvature there to be found. How can it be a ball if nothing about it is round? Lesson 2, 3/4 of the ground is covered in flat water. Do you hear the way that sounds? Lesson 3, take a look at the stars that you see at night. Same constellations that you've been seeing for all your life. And never trust NASA, cause nothing they say is right. They're lying right to our face and they mock us in plain sight. You can straight up see the wires in the green screen glitching. The water bubbles floating on the spacewalk missions. It's detestable. I refuse to be another vegetable. Pseudoscience garbage will to me be unacceptable. And anyone with eyes to see don't have to be susceptible. Dispose of your globe in the nearest waste receptacle. We backpacking all across the plane and we flat smacking activism right out in front of the university. Like how is it at night that we can see Venus and Mercury? Shouting out the proof that debunks the globe observably. Absurdities they taught to us as facts since the nursery. Courtesy of a sun-worshipping fraternity. Commercially, they perverted people universally. Robbing us of truth like the biggest ever burglary. You heard of flat earth but didn't know it was the truth. But we didn't see it either till somebody showed us proof. So if you got a Facebook,
It's just a copy.
Yeah, right. It's official
And the
flat
earth is
earth
flat.
globe discussion group, baby. Once you go flat, you don't go back. Got a bunch of globes back at home up in the trash. I'm not even really tripping if I get laughed at, cause everybody here is about to get flat smacked. Earth is no globe, closer to a snow globe. Flat earth proofs, boy, I got a boatload. Gotta keep it flat, that's the FE bro code. Yeah, we coast to coast and we coming to your postcode. Take a good look at the rocket footage in slow mo. So many let the camera trick, I don't see how they don't know. When will people see that it's distorted like a GoPro? You might not believe the earth is flat, but me, I know. So
I know it's
up at the
flat. I
meetups,
walk.
we in the streets and we keep up, and I'm effing from the feet up, trying to see if they can keep up. I know that they sleep, but we need them to leap up. So I'm specializing in waking the sheep up. Earth is a plane, geocentric contained, opened up a few chains and it's saying the same. I know it's so easy to go with the grain, and it's strange the alternative sounds so insane. But we came to
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
The lanes wanna tell us we came from a bang, a treacherous trickery straight from the flame, and the devil's the one to be blamed. It's a
You
shame.
can tell it's
Wake
real
up the
because it looks so
matrix.
fake, honestly.
Shake up the fake with the truest of truth, and the atheists hate it. Cause we got a movement that blew through the roof. Take it to basics, yeah. To make an improvement, we gotta recoup. If you can debate it, then come to the sleep.
Debunk the globe, repeat. Sleep, debunk the globe, repeat. Sleep, debunk the globe, repeat. Sleep, debunk the globe, repeat.
Deep Potato here. A couple of days ago, I did a TikTok pic about people who really think the Earth is flat, and I've been getting a lot of resistance on the social media, and I stepped back and I did some research, and I don't know what I was thinking. I apologize. You're right. The Earth is flat.
It's just a coffee. Yeah, right. And the earth is flat.
Conversation I learned is that their response was the tell.
The Earth is flat.
And I don't
You
care
wanna
how
know
we label
what
it
they care
or lower our
If you want to know what's important,
The Earth is flat.
listen to how they respond when you say something funny.
The Earth is flat.
One of the great challenges
So if you were to, I don't know, write a post on Facebook tonight. It's like, that's why the flat earth people have been able to cruise beneath the radar for so long. Because they're, and by the way, I'm not discounting that possibility for the record in case any are here. Because I am an open-minded man. Present me the evidence of its flatness and I will amplify it. But the point is,
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
Let's just talk about this shared mystery.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
There are some in complete denial that
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
It is Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's
This looks fun.
It is
Are you
Photoshop,
going to the
but
moon?
It's
just boring
It is
space
Photoshop,
stuff
but
for
it's
babies, Daddy. It's not
It is
real.
Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's has to be. It is Photoshop, but it's has to be.
And topping this half hour, a new billboard in Detroit causing a lot of controversy.
Looks like you're the shot is so clear. Is this the whole Oh yeah, I got it. Oh yeah, I got it. Oh yeah.
And there was much rejoicing.
Everyone, look at your hair.
Earth is flat.
I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah, I can do that. Watch this.
Earth is flat.
Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story.
Earth is flat.
What an amazing
Think Earth is flat?
Galileo, you know the guy from Believe the Earth is Flat?
It wasn't a question. I just want to tell everyone to the flat Earth.
Earth is flat.
Yep, that's absolutely true. The movie Gravity.
The law of gravity is nonsense.
It kind of flattens out.
Flat Earth in flat Earth in flat Earth in Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Earth is flat. Flat Earth in Earth is flat. Is flat. Earth is flat. Earth is flat.
I'm not representing the globe.
And you can tell it's real because it looks so fake. I kind of like the absurdity of that.
If you were able to look through the perspective of a person who thinks the world is flat, you would see this.
The person feels enlightened.
The North Pole is right here in the center. The continents splayed out over this plain. And here on the edges, you'd run into a 150-foot wall of ice.
That's my conversion, yeah, I dabble around it. So what's with the flat Earth
Yeah,
thing?
Eddie, like a lot of people are like, Eddie, really? But tell us why.
And the person feels enlightened.
And how far that ice goes outwards. And when people try to go down there, they get turned away.
Light in the sky that move around just above the Earth's surface. Percent of Americans agree with the statement, I have always believed the world is round. 84%. And if you're 18 to 24, that's more like 66%, which is like dangerously close to half
of gravity and physics. This video is not a debunk of flat Earth theory. That doesn't need to happen, that shouldn't need to happen. What the world is flat. So, the plane wasn't dipping. The level was flat. Even though literally in elementary school, I was taught that Christopher Columbus and like his voyage was somehow to prove that the Earth was round or maybe it was flat and that there was like some debate around that. That's actually a total legend and I have no idea why I was taught that in elementary school. How did that happen?
I actually am genuinely curious. Like, how did that happen? So, really flat, really flat, really flat. But then eventually it died out until just a few years ago.
And the person feels... I think we're in the middle of a massive experiment worldwide. And that
where
is...
are the guinea pigs?
Maybe. The experiment is, will people listen? People. Cautions. These are warnings offered by scientists for our own good. And it seems to me if we all freak out, right, live in a life lived in fear is a life lived. So people on by, and then we kicked its ass. So you don't want to. I'm just.
I hope we win
on by. And then we.
Okay.
Yes.
The atmosphere looks incredibly flat.
Astronauts are really, really good at making pictures in space that look like you've never left the planet.
Stuff in space.
When you're there and you're looking out of a window and your thoughts stray sort of elsewhere, so slightly more philosophical things about who we are and what our place in the world and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. When you look out at the Earth, especially when you're in space for long periods of time, there's a couple of things that I think about. One is the atmosphere looks incredibly fragile, almost like a contact lens over.
We see too far. Way too far.
Well, I'm telling you now, the Earth is definitely flat. This is what you call the close sun. It's only just behind them clouds.
Sure, no problem. We actually have been working on it for months.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. The Flat Earth Society. Where's the curvature?
If you were able to look through the perspective of a person who thinks the world is flat, you would see this. The North Pole is right here in the center.
And a very correct one.
Earth was flat.
Is the world flat?
The world was flat.
Y'all know it's a flat, right?
Of course it's flat. We were always told that the world is flat.
Flat, right? The world, because the world is flat.
Flat after all.
The world, she's flat.
The Earth was flat.
The world is flat? Like a pancake?
Someone else says it's flat.
Flat Earth, this flat, beautiful land.
Flat Earth.
The flat Earth on a clock.
Sure, I know the world is flat.
Well, so do I. Everybody knows that.
The Earth is flat.
The world is flat.
Flat Earth.
Flatland. Flat! That is perfectly flat. Flat. Now, it's flat.
Absolutely flat.
Flatline, flatline. What if the Earth is in fact flat?
The world was flat.
The world was flat.
You got any gum?
Flat Earth on them.
Dude, stop saying that.
Myself included, flat earthers.
Thing he called a cotton gin. His name was Whitney, and they called him a crackpot, too. And they said the same thing about a man called Watney. And before that, there was a man who thought the world was round.
Get started with sheep, and you bring them to your homestead this spring.
What?
The Earth is flat.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Tunes?
The point of this, it's funded. It's funded by a certain group of people.
Guarantee.
It would have gotten to me. Now I'd like to proceed my official capacity to you as legally elected representative of Royal Order of the Raccoons.
This is laying down. What up, woman, please? Stop. These slave researchers. What? Research flat Earth. What up? How you doing?
Expressed interest in playing the role.
Gentlemen?
Your brother! Here's your brother!
Let him alone. I'm ashamed of both of you. You might have a little respect for me.
Oh, come on, we finish this downstairs. That's all right with me.
In this outfit long enough to know that what I did was strictly in the line of duty. Any trouble between you and my sister and me has got nothing to do with it. On board ship, I do my duty just as I see it, but you get this through your skull.
pulls in and it's flying through space, and the sun is stuck in place, you get dumb. Wanna pull up flat cause you know that globe is whack. Deep down you know NASA is lying. Waking up and the globe is crying. Oh, Globey, I wanna jive with ya, but there's only fake pictures. Those physics tried to own me, but that globe you got, it's so phony. Ooh, flat Earth's growing, and I've showed it to all my friends. So truth me, cause the light no longer rules me. And I see them blend, moonland, it's flat, it ain't really spinning like that. And I'm tired of Stephen Hawking saying that the globe's a thing. Take an average globe and make it flat, and bring the ice wall back. Hey globe, globe, does the round Earth have many holes? Yeah. Well, flatten it, bring the true Earth back. Globe's gone flat. Globe's gone flat. Well, I like it flat, and still, it's way more chill. But NASA can't help themselves, they're losing their handle, cause we know their scandal. I wanna see the dome, but cover up. I ain't talking about asteroids, cause NASA lies with Polaroids. I want real truth, not movies, or those stupid spacewalk bubbles. Cartoons from Hubble. NASA got the globe in trouble, so I'm looking at space videos. Neil deGrasse Tyson looking like a hoe. You can have them wackos. I'll show my flat Earth map though. A word to my sleeping listeners, I wanna get with ya. I won't cuss or trick ya, but I gotta be straight when I say I'm gonna talk till the globe is gone. We got it going on. Globers won't like this song, and the globe don't spin, so quit it. I'd rather not stray or play. Round is wrong and gone, and I'd rather get my true Earth on. So globe, globe, do you really like being controlled? Yeah, take the round and iron it flat. Globe's gone flat. The globe's gone flat. Yeah, when it comes to true Earth, NASA has nothing to do with my selection. I don't need no 66.6 degree tilt, flying 66,600 miles an hour around the sun. You can keep that satanic garbage. So your model's got bendy water, and you're teaching that to your daughter? Well, it sounds like sorcery, like Harry Potter. My Earth model don't want none unless you got a local son. You can do your very own science and prove that the Earth is flat. But shills like to take the hard road and trust every little thing they're told. They defend it and get offended when I pull up quick and unbend it. Our senses say it's flat, and NASA ain't down with that. Cause our globe is photoshopped and they say it has to be. Propaganda in the movies just to brainwash your kids. They even got Globe Face and Globe Man, and don't get me started on Dr. Blitz. Globey tried to rage, looking foolish on my page, talking camera angles on images that were faked. If you wanna mind that sound and you're done believing it's round, just come on down and get your common sense back. The globe's gone flat. The globe's gone flat.
Right now, and again in the second half of our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy. They think they have a good bead on things. But why the big secret? People are smart. They can handle it.
Ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat. And 15 minutes ago, you knew that.
When you've lost your mojo and you don't.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
You spend sober,
These people in the space program.
with your head in the clouds, turn it around.
What an experience.
Are you looking for a woman? Are you looking for a lover? Are you looking at the stars while you're lying in the gutter? When you've lost what you found, turn it around. Like a face in the crowd, turn it around. Turn it around.
Nassholes, I call them.
And some of those people actually still believe the Earth is flat. So if a few
few of them want to believe that we didn't go to the moon. Let them.
You've lost your mojo and you don't know what you're thinking, and you spend your evening sober, so the morning left for drinking, with your head in the clouds, turn it around, get your feet on the ground, turn it around.
If you want the performance.
Kill, and I don't wanna be killed, and I don't wanna kill or be killed.